Hello everybody. So today I'm going to talk you through a very quick, simple introduction to charts. Quite often when we say things are off a chart, knitters will panic. Charts are amazing. Charts are basically a pictorial representation of what you're going to make. Ignore this, by the way, I do have scrawlings on this. So the Bessie Cowl, which is our latest make-along, this is the chart for the Bessie Cowl. However, my eyes aren't great, and I don't think you're going to be able to read that. So what we do have as well is a large part of the chart pattern that you can then print out. This will make it much easier to follow. Now with a chart, you're going to cast on, and because we are working in the round, the right hand side of your chart is the start of your pattern repeat. What I have also done on the pattern, because we aren't doing different stitches, a chart can either show you a representation of different stitches or representation of different colours. This cowl is purely knit stitches. You're always working on the right side because you're working in the round. So these are just keys to the colours. I am doing the aluminium colourway, so I have labelled these A, B, C, D, E in my scrawly writing with the shade number and the name of the colour. What you could potentially do, and what I will probably do before I actually start knitting, is tape a little bit of the colour on each one so I know exactly which one I'm doing. So we start the chart down here on the right hand side because we're always doing knit stitches, and this colour here, this circle in this square, represents colour D, zinnia. So the first row is all knitted in zinnia right to the end. The second row then introduces these triangle symbols, which is this one here, E, which means that then every time there is a triangle, you're going to do a stitch of bottle green. So that is one stitch of bottle green, 2 stitches zinnia, 2 stitches bottle green, and you will repeat that all the way round. And literally, it sounds ridiculous, that is it to working a chart. You always start on this side because we're working in the round. It's always knit stitches. What is the easiest thing to do? I always use one of these, which is a Knit Pro Chart Keeper. I have a yarn shop, I have access to these, but don't worry if you don't. I will always use my chart keeper. It comes with a magnetic strip, and I will literally do that row that's above the magnetic strip there. Then when I've done it, when I've finished, I cross the row out and I move my magnetic strip up one. So now I know I'm on this row. When I've done that one, I cross this one out and then up. If you haven't got a chart keeper, and more of you won't have one than have one, there are another couple of tips that you can do. You can use washi tape. I have got Emma Ball washi tape. Didn't do a great job of ripping that one off. So if you've not got a magnetic holder, you can always put a piece of washi tape under the row that you are working on. Then it highlights that this is my next row. Okay. Or you can use a highlighter pen, and you can put a highlighter pen through the row that you've just worked as well. Or you can, now I'm not going to be able to peel this washi tape, but there you go, I can peel it off at this end. I didn't have my nails done. Or you can just use your pen and go through these rows so you always know where you're up to. This is a really simple 24 stitch pattern repeat that's showing you how all the colours will work. Like I say, just keep an eye on where you're up to. There are no written instructions for this pattern, there is only the chart to work from. So make sure you're familiar with the chart, make sure you cross off and keep a note of where you come to, where you're up to. There are only 53 rows and the chart gives you the colour placement for all those rows. So there you go, working from charts.